Good morning, students. Write your name and your roll number in the chat box and tell me screen is visible or not and audio is clear. Anyone tell me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think all the students filled your HSC board exams forms. कोण राहिले का भरायचं फॉर्म? 31 डिसेंबर त्याची शेवटची तारीख आहे, लक्षात ठेवा. So we will start. In the last lecture, we are conducting the revision of the chapter halogen derivatives. In this chapter, what is meant by halogen derivatives? Classification of halogen derivatives is already completed. Now, we are discussing about the method of preparation of alkyl halides. In this method of preparation from alcohols, this is also completed, but I want to take a quick review. From alcohol means this ROH, it is converted into RX. This OH is replaced with X. So from alcohol, we can prepare the alkyl halides by replacement of this OH groups. This replacement of OH groups by this X can be carried out by three methods. First one is halogen acids. It is also called as haloacids. Then phosphorus halides. There are two types of phosphorus halides. One is PX3 and another one is PCl5. And third one is thionyl or sulfonyl chloride. It is also called as Darzan's process. In this, by using halogen acids or haloacids, it is completed. First one, when alcohols reacts with, if we want to prepare alkyl chlorides, we have to take HCl. See, this is the general reaction. ROH, HX by a suitable reagent, we can convert into RX. Here, HX means we can take here HCl, HBr, HI, and the reactivity of alcohols is, this is the order. Tertiary alcohols react fast, then secondary, and last one is primary. So for the preparation of alkyl chlorides, we have to use this reagent, Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent is nothing but it is the combination of ZnCl2 and concentrated HCl. It is also called as Gru's process. Remember the name for the NEET, JEE and CET purpose. This name is included, Gru's process, but it is not included in your textbook. For the primary and secondary alcohols, please mute your mics. For the primary and secondary alcohols, we can use the this combination of concentrated HCl and ZnCl2. But for the preparation of alkyl halides by using tertiary alcohols, this ZnCl2 is not required. Even with this concentrated HCl can use the product. So these are the examples how ethyl alcohol is converted into ethyl chloride. See, HCl plus ZnCl2 is given here. This is a secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. This reaction is given. Isopropyl alcohol is a secondary alcohol plus HCl and ZnCl2. We get here isopropyl chloride. But for the tertiary alcohol, see here ZnCl2 is not written. Even with presence of concentrated HCl, we can get here chlorides. Now for the alkyl bromides, we have to add HBr. We have to add here HBr, but this HBr is unstable. This can be prepared in situ, means when sodium bromide and concentrated H2SO4 is added, at that instant, at that reaction time, HBr is prepared. That's why here one sentence is written, HBr being unstable, it is prepared by treating sodium bromide, that is NaBr, with concentrated sulfuric acid in situ. In situ, its meaning is also written in bracket, produced in the reaction mixture. Means at that instant, HBr is prepared and this HBr reacts with this ethyl alcohol and we get ethyl bromide. Here, the process is same. OH is replaced with Br and we get the product here. For the secondary and tertiary alcohols, dilute H2SO4 is used instead of concentrated H2SO4 as concentrated H2SO4 can be used as a dehydrating agent. म्हणून for secondary and tertiary alcohols dilute H2SO4 is used. तिथे जर आपण concentrated H2SO4 वापरलं तर आपल्याला डिहायड्रेशन म्हणजे अल्किन मिळू शकतो. म्हणून तिथे लक्षात ठेवायचे फक्त प्रायमरीसाठीच आपण हे कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड H2SO4 वापरणारे, सेकंडरी आणि टर्शरीसाठी डायल्यूट वापरायचे. कारण तिथे जर आपण कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड वापरलं तर हा OH आणि H अल्किन मिळू शकतो. लक्षात घ्या, हे खूप महत्वाचं सेंटेन्स लक्षात ठेवा. नोट इज दिस नोट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. say this is example of primary alcohol, this is example of secondary alcohol, but इथं आपण लिहिलेलं नाहीये कुठलं H2SO4. here H2SO4, which H2SO4 is used, it is not mentioned, but note is already given. So by this note you can understand for the secondary and tertiary alcohols we have to use dilute H2SO4, don't use concentrated H2SO4. And for to avoid the confusion, only write H2SO4, don't mention concentrated and dilute H2SO4. See here, tertiary alcohol, this H2SO4 is dilute. So this is completed. Then alkyl iodides is I think also completed. For the iodides we have to use here phosphoric acid. Also I have given the reason why this sulfuric acid is not used here. This reason is given here. Phosphoric acid is used instead of concentrated H2SO4 because H2SO4 is oxidizing agent, HI is a strong reducing agent. जर आपण इथं H2SO4 वापरलं तर काय करेल तो, HI रिड्युसेस सल्फ्युरिक ऍसिड, HI सल्फ्युरिक ऍसिडचं रिडक्शन करेल आणि सल्फर डायऑक्साईड मिळेल आणि इट सेल्फ गेट ऑक्सिडाइज टू आयोडीन, आणि हे स्वतःच ऑक्सिडेशन करून घेईल आणि त्याचं आयोडीन मिळेल. म्हणून आपण इथे फॉस्फोरिक ऍसिड वापरले. लक्षात घ्या, instead of sulfuric acid phosphoric acid is used. This question can be asked for the board exam for the preparation of alkyl iodides by using ethyl alcohol. Why this phosphoric acid is used? Remember this one. Now next one is by using phosphorus halides. There are two types of phosphorus halides. One is PX3 and another one is PCl5. First reaction with phosphorus trihalides. There are three trihalides are there. First one is PCl3, second one is PBr3, and third one is PI3. So alkyl chlorides are prepared by using PaCl3, then alkyl bromides are prepared with PBr3, and alkyl iodides are prepared by using PI3. Remember one thing here, for this PCl3 we have to use 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol. When these 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol reflux with ethyl chlorides, these ethyl chlorides are prepared by using ethyl alcohol plus phosphorus trihalide. This is byproduct. Byproduct is very important to write down here. Phosphorus acid is a byproduct. Then this is for chlorides. Now I am coming to the bromides and iodides. Alkyl bromides and alkyl, this is, we can see this is alkyl bromides and this is alkyl iodides, can be prepared by the action of PBr3 and PI3. This is also prepared at the reaction mixture. In situ it is prepared because these are unstable. This PBr3, PI3, these are unstable. These are prepared in situ. In situ means these are produced when this phosphorus, this red phosphorus and Br2, it is added at that instant. This PBr3 is prepared and phosphorus plus I2, this is PI3 is prepared, and after preparation they react with alcohol and we get these products. So in all the reactions by using alcohols to alkyl halides, we have to replace this OH. Remember, this OH is replaced and we get here halides. In this reaction we get here bromides, in this reaction we get iodides. Then the reaction with PCl5, here we have to use, see, ethyl alcohol plus PCl5, we get, when it is heated, we get ethyl chlorides plus HCl plus PuCl3. This is the byproduct. This is for primary, this is secondary reaction, this is secondary alcohols, and this is a general reaction. It is shown ROH plus PCl3 gives alkyl chlorides plus HCl plus PCl3. The most confusing part I will explain. When the reaction with PCl5, we have to take only one molecule of ethyl alcohol, but when we are going to react with PCl3, we have to use here 3 molecules. Then we will get this byproduct, H3PO3. The next reaction with sulfonyl chloride, or it is also called as thionyl chloride. Directly, I am coming to the example. Ethyl alcohol, say this is ethyl alcohols plus SOCl2. SOCl2, it is nothing but thionyl chloride or sulfonyl chloride. When it is reflux means we have to boil that reaction mixture for long time, for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, within 12 hours or 24 hours, depending upon that reaction time, whatever the reaction time is given, we have to reflux that reaction mixture. Reflux means we have to boil this pyridine. It is a solvent in this reaction. Pyridine is a solvent. It is used. So we get here ethyl chloride plus HCl plus SO2. What is the role of this pyridine? This pyridine absorbs this HCl vapors. That's why this pyridine is used. So at a glance, for remembering the reactions, at a glance, this table is given. Say first one is reaction of ethyl alcohol plus HCl, ZnCl2. This is a Lucas reagent. We get here chlorides. This is a sodium. This is reaction with HBr. But HBr is not shown here. Actually, this NABr and H2SO4 react in situ. That HBr is prepared. So student, please remember, when it is given ROH plus NABr plus H2SO4. Sometimes HBr, it is not given, but this NABr and H2SO4 will be given, and we have to assume this NABr and H2SO4 when react, they give HBr and in situ at that reaction time. So here HBr is not shown. Please observe this carefully. Then this is the reaction with PX3, that is PCl3, PBr3 or PI3. Then this is reaction with phosphorus pentachloride. This is a see, this is a reaction with PBr3 and PI3, and this is a thionyl chloride reaction. So all these previous reactions are shown in this table. Then next one is preparation of alkyl halides by using hydrocarbons. Now you are familiar with this word hydrocarbons. Anyone can tell me what is meant by hydrocarbons? Unmute yourself and tell me what is meant by hydrocarbons. 28 students are there. Anyone tell me? Ashwini Pawar is there? Ashwini Pawar, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is meant by hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means what? Tell me any one example of hydrocarbon. 10वी पासून आपण बघतो हायड्रोकार्बन्स काय. In 10th standard already you studied about these hydrocarbons. One chapter is there. Yes, anyone? So hydrocarbons means these are the compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen, alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, then aromatic compounds, all these are hydrocarbons. So first one, from halogenation of alkanes. From halogenation of alkanes is not suitable for the preparation of alkyl halides, as we get here mixture of mono and polyhalogen compounds are formed here, because this is a free radical reaction. So in this free radical reaction, halogenation of alkanes is not suitable, because we get here more than one compounds. That's why this method is not used. But we can prepare alkyl halides by using alkanes, remember. For example, reaction of methane when reacts with CH4 plus Cl2, we can get first one hydrogen is replaced, then second hydrogen will be replaced, then third hydrogen will be replaced, and then all the hydrogens will be replaced. First we'll get methyl chloride, then dichloromethane, then uh, trichloromethane, then tetrachloromethane. Like this, we get many compounds. That's why this method is not used. The second one, by addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. This method is widely used because alkyl halides are prepared when the halogen acids, now we are familiar with this word halogen acids, it is also called as haloacids. These are HCl, HBr, Hi, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide. When these are treated with these alkenes, addition of hydrogen halide takes place across the double bond. See, order of reactivity is given of hydrogen halides. Hi is very reactive, then HBr, and then HCl. So symmetrical alkenes and unsymmetric alkenes. There are two types of alkenes. First one, we will discuss about this symmetrical alkenes. See, symmetrical alkenes means, see, this is a double bond on similar groups are present on the uh, two sides of the double bonds. If these groups are different on the double bond side, it is called as unsymmetrical alkene. We can see here CH2, CH2. These are same groups. That's why it is called as symmetrical alkene. So this is ethene when reacts with HCl. One hydrogen can be added to this carbon, it becomes CH3, and chlorine will be added to this carbon. Double bond will be converted into single bond, and we get here ethyl chloride. These reactions also we learned in 11th standard. Reaction in the chapter, I think hydrocarbons chapter is there in 11th standard. These reactions already we discussed in 11th standard. This is a reaction with HBr. Now I'm coming to the unsymmetrical alkene. If the unsymmetrical alkene is there is a one rule we have to use. Markovnikov's rule we have to use here, because we get here two products. The addition of hydrogen halide to the unsymmetrical alkene gives two products. For example, here propene is given. See, propene on reaction with HBr, we get here two products. One is 80% and another one is 20%. So to identify which is a major product, we have to use this Markovnikov's rule. What is this Markovnikov's rule? Before this Markovnikov's rule, I want to uh, explain you how these two products are formed. See, there is a possibility. See, this is unsymmetrical alkene. See this double bond. One side there is CH2 and another side there is CH3CH. So there are possibilities of these two products. First, if this hydrogen is added here, if the hydrogen is added here, and if the bromine is added here, we get, see, CH3, it will be CHBr, CH3, CHBr. We will get this product, isopropyl bromide. When when this hydrogen is added to this CH2 and bromine is added here, we will get isopropyl bromide here. And this product, uh, this product this product we will get when hydrogen is added to this carbon and bromine is added to this carbon. So we will get here CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. See here CH3, CH2, and this CH2, Br. So it is a 20% and this is 80%. So Markovnikovs is the name of the scientist who given the rule for identification of major and minor product when unsymmetrical reagent is added to the unsymmetrical alkene. So here This Markovnikov's rule actually given in the 11th standard. So in your 12th standard textbook, it is not given, but in the notes, I have given this Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. What is this rule? I will explain here. Say when unsymmetrical reagent is added to the unsymmetrical alkene, this negative part of the reagent, it is added to the carbon atom which contains less number of hydrogens. See here, carbon number 1 having the 2 hydrogens and carbon number 1 having 2 hydrogens and carbon number 2 having only 1 hydrogen. So according to the Markovnikov's rule, according to the Markovnikov's rule, this bromine will be attached to the second carbon and we will get, this is a major product. That's why this isopropyl bromide we can see here, the percentage of isopropyl bromide is 80%. It is a major product. Why? Because this negative part, bromine is attached to the carbon atom which contains less number of hydrogens. म्हणजे negative part त्या कार्बनकडे अट्रॅक्ट होतो ज्याच्याकडे कमी कार्बन आहे. So if you understand the Markovnikov's rule, we can solve these questions. So already I have given these questions, but this when peroxide is added, Markovnikov's rule is not obeyed there. There anti-Markovnikov's rule is there when peroxide is added. So what is this anti-Markovnikov's rule? Also I will explain. When it is similar to the Markovnikov's rule, but when this peroxide is added, what will happen? So when an unsymmetrical reagent is added to the unsymmetrical alkene, this is same in presence of peroxide. This is a difference only. Only peroxide is added. What will happen? This negative part of the reagent will attach to the carbon atom, to the unsaturated carbon atom, which contains more number of hydrogens. Here, more number means here is only one hydrogen and there are two hydrogens. So Br will be attached here in case of peroxide is added. Peroxide add केल्यानंतर तो Markovnikov's rule आपल्याला लागू होत नाही, तिथे अँटी Markovnikov's rule लागू होतो. तर तिथं त्या कंडिशन मध्ये Br म्हणजे जो निगेटिव्ह पार्ट असेल तिथे Cl पण असू शकतो, Br पण असू शकतो, आयोडीन पण असू शकतो. तर लक्षात घ्या, पण हा जो पेरॉक्साइड इफेक्ट आहे तो फक्त HBr नेच दाखवतो. इथं लिहिले बघा, पेरॉक्साइड इफेक्ट इज शोन बाय HBr. तर इथं लक्षात घ्या, ऑलवेज इथं HBrच पाहिजे, HCl इथं देणार नाहीत तुम्हाला. HBr and peroxide, this is a combination, HBr and peroxide, then and then the anti-Markovnikov's rule is possible. Anti-Markovnikov's rule, or it is also called as Kharash effect, it is also called as peroxide effect, it is also called as Kharash-Mayo effect. These are the different names to the anti-Markovnikov's rule, or it is also called as peroxide effect. Whereas HCl and HI always add to according to the Markovnikov's rule. हे पण इथे दिलेले आहे, peroxide effect is shown by HBr and HI and HCl always add according to the Markovnikov's rule. So these are the examples of, this is the example of Markovnikov's anti-Markovnikov's rule. Hey, in this question we can understand, say this bromine. See, this bromine will be added to which carbon? Anyone can tell me? This bromine will be added to the, this is a, if suppose this is the first carbon, this is the second carbon. Tell me, this bromine will be added to this first carbon or second carbon? And why? Bromine will be added to the first carbon or second carbon and why? Hitesh, tell me, Hitesh. Hitesh.
Yes, sir.
It will be added to the first carbon or second carbon and why? ब्रोमीन ची ऍडिशन कुठे होईल? पहिल्या कार्बनला होईल का दुसऱ्या कार्बनला? तिथे आन्सर दिलेलं आहे का बघा, खाली आन्सर दिलेलं आहे इथे बघा. Okay, answer इथे दिलेलं आहे, bromine will be added to this second carbon because here is only one hydrogen is there. According to the Markovnikov's rule, negative part is attached to the carbon atom which contains less number of hydrogen. इथे एकच हायड्रोजन आहे म्हणून हा ब्रोमीन इथे जातो. आता इथं कुठं जाईल सांगा मला, या इन दिस रिएक्शन. सी, दिस क्लोरीन विल बी ॲडेड हियर या कार्बनला ऍड होईल, कारण इथे एकच हायड्रोजन आहे, इथे 2 हायड्रोजन आहेत, लक्षात घ्या. हे हायड्रोजन बघायचं आहे अनसॅच्युरेटेड, नाहीतर इथं म्हणाल तुम्ही इथं 3 हायड्रोजन आहेत, इथे लवकर नाही. वी हॅव टू चेक द अनसॅच्युरेटेड कार्बन्स. इथे आन्सर्स दिलेले खाली. हे बघा, परऑक्साईडचा आन्सर पण दिलेलं आहे. इन केस ऑफ परऑक्साईड इफेक्ट दिस ब्रोमीन विल बी ॲडेड टू द कार्बन ॲटम विच कंटेन्स मोर नंबर ऑफ हायड्रोजन. ब्रोमीन कुठे अटॅच झालंय बघा, इथे या कार्बनला, कारण याच्याकडे 2 हायड्रोजन आहेत. कळतंय का हे? टेल मी. This Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule, it is very important in chemistry. If you understand this Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule, write Y in the chat box. Otherwise, write N in the chat box. So I will understand how many students understood this Markovnikov's rule and this anti-Markovnikov's rule. See, one more exercise is given here. अवधूतला कळालं नाही, ठीक आहे. अवधूत नंतर समजून सांगतो मी. मार्कोनिकॉप्स रूल काय आहे आणि अँटी मार्कोनिकॉप्स रूल काय आहे. 11वीत पण झालेले हे, तुम्ही 11वीत लक्ष दिले नाही, लक्षात घ्या. त्याला कंडिशन्स ह्या 2च आहेत. देर आर ओनली 2 कंडिशन्स फॉर मार्कोनिकॉप्स रूल. कधी रूल अप्लाय करायचा आहे हा आपल्याला, की ज्यावेळेस अनसिमेट्रिकल अल्किन असतो आणि अनसिमेट्रिकल रिएजंट असतो. This rule is not applicable for the symmetrical alkene because there is no question of too many products. See, I will show you. In case of symmetrical alkene, we will get here only one product. This is 100% product we will get. So in case of symmetrical alkene, we do not required to apply this Markovnikov's rule here. Markovnikov's rule कधी वापरायचा आहे, की ज्यावेळेस आपल्याला 2 प्रोडक्ट मिळतात आणि त्याच्यातला मेजर प्रोडक्ट कुठला आहे आणि मायनर प्रोडक्ट कुठला आहे. फॉर द आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ मेजर अँड मायनर दिस रूल इज ऍप्लिकेबल. अँड व्हॉट इज दिस रूल? तो रूल काय सांगतो, की निगेटिव्ह पार्ट जो असेल, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये HBr मध्ये निगेटिव्ह कोण आहे? Br. हा, आता हा Br कुठं, डबल बॉन्डला कुठं तरी आपल्याला जोडावं लागेल ना. सो Br विल बी अटॅच टू कार्बन ॲटम, that carbon atom which contains less number of hydrogens. इथे ह्या कार्बनला आपल्याला तो ब्रोमीन लावावा लागेल, लक्षात ठेवा. ह्या, कारण इथे एकच हायड्रोजन आहे आणि इथे किती हायड्रोजन आहे? 2 हायड्रोजन. मग इथं 2 हायड्रोजनला जर लावला तर तो कमी प्रोडक्ट मिळतोय, 20% मिळतोय. आणि ह्या कार्बनला जर लावला तर तिथं आपल्याला 80% प्रोडक्ट मिळते. म्हणजेच की मेजर प्रोडक्ट कधी मिळणार आहे आपल्याला? ज्या वेळेस ब्रोमीन हा, तिथं क्लोरीन असू शकतो, ब्रोमीन असू शकतो, आयोडीन असू शकतो, कुठलाही निगेटिव्ह पार्ट, ज्यावेळेस त्या कार्बन ॲटमकडे कमी हायड्रोजन आहेत. इथं बघा, इथे 2 हायड्रोजन आहेत आणि इथे एकच हायड्रोजन. म्हणूनच तो रूल सांगतो की निगेटिव्ह पार्ट इज अटॅच टू दॅट कार्बन विच कंटेन्स लेस नंबर ऑफ हायड्रोजन्स. लेस नंबर ऑफ हायड्रोजन्स म्हणजे याच्याकडे एकच हायड्रोजन, म्हणून तो मेजर प्रोडक्ट आहे. आयसोप्रोपिल ब्रोमाइड इज अ मेजर प्रोडक्ट. I think you understand this Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. जर अजून कळलं नसेल तर मला नंतर फोन करा, मी फोनवर पण तुम्हाला समजून सांगतो. हे एक्सरसाइज, ऑल दीज एक्सरसाइज इज डिपेंड अपॉन द Markovnikov's rule. 100% Markovnikov's वर प्रश्न असतो, लक्षात ठेवा. म्हणजे रूलवर प्रश्न नसेल, बट its applications are always asked for the exam. Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule application. Such type of questions will be given. See, anyone can tell me what is the name of this compound? This one? Anyone? अर्जुन आहे का? अर्जुन आहे का क्लासमध्ये आज? अर्जुन इज देअर? हितेश, कोण सांगते मला? याचं नाव पाहिजे मला या कंपाऊंड. व्हॉट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस कंपाऊंड? इकडे बघा, मिथाइल ग्रुप इज अटॅच टू, दिस इज द सायक्लोहेक्झेन. सायक्लोहेक्झीन आहे, मिथाइल सायक्लोहेक्झीन, लक्षात घ्या. दिस इज अ methyl cyclohexene plus HBr we get here. Negative part will be attached to which carbon atom? Negative part attach होईल इथे, कारण इथे एक पण हायड्रोजन नाही आणि इथे एक हायड्रोजन आहे, लक्षात घ्या. सो दिस इज अ मेजर प्रोडक्ट. आता इथं बघा, इथे 2 हायड्रोजन आहेत, दिसतंय का? याच्याकडे 2 हायड्रोजन आहेत आणि इथे एक पण हायड्रोजन नाही आहे. सो दिस ब्रोमीन विल बी अटॅच हिअर, this carbon atom, and we get here this compound. What is the name of this compound? 1 bromo 1 methyl cyclohexane. This is also 1 bromo 1 methyl cyclohexane. So another question is given, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks are given. We can solve these fill in the blanks at your home. Also try to solve these. These are the examples also on the Markovnikov's rule. But this reaction is quite different reaction. We get here 1 bromine and 1 bromine will be attached here. This is the example of Darzan's process. This OH will be replaced with Cl. The next reaction is by halogen exchange reaction. I will explain this. These are the very important reaction. Halogen exchange, in this halogen will be exchanged, means halogen will be shifted. So by halogen exchange reaction we can prepare the alkyl halides. First one is Finn-Kilston reaction. See the pronunciation. This is Finn-Kilston reaction. In Finn-Kilston reaction, alkyd iodides are prepared, and in case of Swartz reaction, alkyl chlorides are prepared. So remember this, because these reactions are quite confusing reactions. How to remember? This Finn-Kilston reaction starts with F, and this F do not prepare alkyl fluorides. म्हणजे फिल्किस्टन रिॲक्शन मध्ये फ्लोराइड्स मिळत नाहीत असं लक्षात ठेवायचं. आणि राहिलेली स्वॉट्स रिॲक्शन मग ऑटोमॅटिक तुमच्या लक्षात राहील. स्वॉट्स रिॲक्शन मध्ये आपण फ्लोराइड्स तयार करू शकतो. बिकॉज in both the reactions halogens will be exchanged. Alkyl chlorides or bromides when treated with sodium iodide. See here, sodium iodide we have to take here. See, sodium iodide. We can see here sodium iodide plus alkyl chloride, sodium iodide plus alkyl bromide, sodium iodide plus this. One example is given. These are the two general reaction. In this example, we can see this sodium iodide when reacts with ethyl bromide. This will be exchanged. This iodine will be, there's a bromine will be exchanged with this iodine. See here, C2H5I plus NaBr. Only Br will be shifted here and iodine will be shifted here. Exchange takes place here. So this reaction is called as halogen exchange reaction. So the conditions are very important. This sodium iodide in presence of dry acetone. If the dry acetone is not used here, this reaction will not take place. If you write acetone, it is wrong. We have to take dry acetone, because in this acetone, if small amount of water is there, this reaction will not carried out. So dry word is very important. If you forgot to write dry word, we will get you will lose your half mark. तर ड्राय वर्ड हा विसरायचा नाहीये. ड्राय, इट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टू राईट डाऊन. दिस ड्राय एसिटोन gives alkyl iodides. This reaction can be asked for explain the Finn-Kilston reaction with example like this, about 2 marks. So we have to write this description in short and write only one example. Don't write these general reactions at the time of examination. This is for your understanding purpose. I have given these two general reaction, but for the board examination only write one reaction, that is a with example. Then SWOT reaction. In this reaction, alkyl chlorides are prepared. Alkyl chlorides can be prepared by using heating alkyl bromides or chlorides in presence of metallic fluorides. See, metallic fluorides like AgF, COF2, SbF3 or Hg2F2, all these are metallic fluorides. AgF, see, chlorine will be exchanged and fluorine will be exchanged here. We get here methyl fluorides or alkyl fluorides are prepared. So these are the methods of preparation of alkyl halides. These are some questions for assignments are given. How will you prepare ethyl chloride by using alcohol with Likas reagent or Bruce process? All these examples are questions are also discussed. Explain Swartz reaction. Just we discuss about this Swartz reaction. What is mean by Filkiston reaction? Explain with example. This reaction we have to write down. How will you convert ethyl alcohol into ethyl iodide by using PI3? This reaction is also explained. The phosphorus plus I2. In situ it is prepared. Then how will you prepare isopropyl chloride using phosphorus trichloride? This example is already given in the notes. Write the reaction of preparation of ethyl chloride by using thionyl chloride. This is with SOCl2. How isopropyl bromide is prepared by using isopropyl alcohol. We have to use here. Which reagent we have to use here? Anyone can tell me? For the preparation of isopropyl bromide by using isopropyl alcohol, which reagent is used here? Anyone can tell me? इथं काय वापरावं लागेल? कारण HBr आपल्याला डायरेक्ट असं मिळत नाहीये, ते in-situ तयार करावं लागतं. तर ती कुठली रिएक्शन आहे? Which reaction? Tell me, in which reaction that HBr is prepared? In situ, because direct HCl ZnCl2, that is Lucas reagent, because HCl is available, but this HBr is not available. We have to prepare in situ. We have to use here NaBr plus H2SO4. Remember, NaBr plus H2SO4, then HBr will be prepared, and this HBr reacts with isopropyl alcohol to give isopropyl bromide. Then we will start this electrophilic substitution reaction, and in tomorrow's lecture I will explain this electrophilic substitution. Electrophile and nucleophile concepts are already completed in 11th standard. Electrophiles are electron deficient species and nucleophiles means electron rich species. म्हणजे electrophiles म्हणजे त्यांच्याकडे electrons कमी असतात, लक्षात घ्या. So aryl chlorides and bromides can be prepared by direct halogenation of benzene and its derivatives by electrophilic substitution. एकच मिनिट राहिलेला आहे, त्याच्यामुळे एवढंच एक्सप्लेन करतो आणि मी थांबतो. Reaction may be conveniently carried out in the dark at ordinary temperature in presence of Lewis acid as a catalyst. These are some Lewis acids are given: Fe, FeCl3, AlCl3. These are the Lewis acid catalyst. Say